Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing well and safe. Welcome to another lecture of Inspiring Science in Class 3. We will start our today's lecture from chapter number 3, Housing and Clothing. In this chapter, we will talk about houses and clothes. Let's start our today's lecture with this warm-up activity. Unscramble the words and name the types of houses shown in the pictures. So students, here we have some jumble words and we have to write them in correct order. The first picture is of a bus and the name of this bus is caravan. Second picture is of tent. The spelling of tent is T-E-N-T. Third one is a boat house. B-O-A-T boat. H-O-U-S-E house. Boat house. Fourth one is igloo. I-G-L-O-O igloo. Now let's start reading of this chapter. Our house. We all need a house to live in. Our house keeps us safe from heat, cold, wind and rain. It also keeps us safe from animals and thieves. Our house has to be strong to give us protection. It should have a firm base or foundation, strong walls and roof. So students, all living things need house to live. Animals and human beings live in their houses because we can't live without our shelters. Houses are for protection and houses keeps us safe from different weather conditions. For example, heat, cold, wind and rain. And they also protect us from wild animals and burglars. As we have already discussed that houses are for our protection, so they should be made up of strong material. Now let's move to next page. Houses are built with bricks, stones, cement or steel. They are also made of wood. The walls and roofs of a house are usually made of stones or bricks and plastered with cement and paints. The doors and windows are made of wood, glass or metal. Glass helps to let sunlight in. Floors are made of cement, marble, tiles or wood. Houses are also made to look beautiful with colorful tiles and paints. So in this paragraph, it is told us about houses are made up of different materials. Some houses are made up of bricks, stones, cement or steel. In villages, houses are made up of wood. Walls and roofs of house are made up of bricks and cement, and they are plastered and have paints on their walls to enhance the beauty. Doors and windows are usually made up of wood and glass. Glass allows sunlight to come inside the house. People who study how to make a house look beautiful from inside, they design the furniture, decoration, color of the walls according to your needs, are known as interior designers. Next we have some qualities of a good house. A good house should have many windows to let sunlight and fresh air in. A house should have open spaces like balconies and verandas to get sunlight and fresh air. These also give spaces to relax and play. Windows should be fitted with grills for safety and with wires, meshes to keep away flies and mosquitoes. The entrance door should be strong. It should have a proper latch and a peephole to see who is at the door. The house should have fresh water supply and storage facility like overhead tanks. It should have a proper electrical connection. A good house should have a proper drain system to carry away dirty water. Plants give fresh air, so plants should be grown around the house. So students, what are the qualities of a good house? A good house should have windows for ventilation. They should have open space to play. Windows frame should be made up of metal for safety and security. The entrance door should be made up of strong material to keep us safe and secure. The electrical connection, fresh water supply and drain system should be properly managed. We should grow different kinds of plants inside or around the house to give us fresh air. The entrance door have a peephole through which we can see easily who is standing outside the door. Next we have some blanks. For fresh air, we should grow dash around the house. For fresh air, we should grow plants around the house. The entrance door should be dash. The entrance door should be strong. A house should have fresh dash supply. A house should have fresh water supply. Here is an information for you that a person who fits and repairs equipments of water supply and toilets is known as plumber. A person who installs and maintains electrical equipments is known as an electrician. After that, we have some instruction that how we can care and keep our houses clean. So let's start reading care of the house. The house should be kept clean and tidy. You should also have to keep your house clean. The kitchen platforms, sinks, bathrooms, toilets, and wash basins should be washed daily. Bed sheets should be washed regularly. Garbage bins should be covered. Garbage should not be thrown outside the house. Flies and insects breed in such places and cause sickness. Water should not be allowed to collect around the house. Mosquitoes breed in stagnant water, causing diseases like malaria and dengue. Second topic is clothing. We wear clothes to protect our body. Clothes protect us from the sun, wind, rain, cold, and dust. They also protect us from insect bites. Clothes make us look smart. Long ago, people wore clothes made from leaves or animal skins. Today we wear clothes made from cotton, silk, wool, nylon, plastic or rubber. In this paragraph, we will discuss that why do we need clothes. We wear clothes to protect us from sun, wind, cold, rain and dust. They also protect us from insects' bites. Many years ago, people used to wear clothes made from leaves and animals' skin to cover their body. Because at that time different fabrics were not available. Now the time has changed and we wear different type of clothes: cotton clothes, silk clothes, wool and nylon clothes. We wear clothes according to the weather. Next we have fibers. Clothes are usually made from threads. To make threads we use very thin thread like materials called fibers. These fibers are first spun into yarns or threads with the help of spindles or spinning wheels. The threads are then woven into cloth with the help of hand looms or weaving machines. Fibers that we get from plants and animals are called natural fibers, and those produced in factories are called synthetic fibers. So students, what are fibers? Clothes are made up of threads. To make these threads, we use a very thin material which is known as fibers. These fibers are spun with the help of spinning wheels and spindles, and then these threads are woven into clothes with the help of hand looms and weaving machines. There are different types of fibers. Some fibers that we get from plants and animals are called natural fibers, and some fibers are produced artificially in factories are known as synthetic fibers. Now let's read more about fibers. Cotton, jute, wool and silk are some of the natural fibers. Cotton is collected from the hairy seeds of cotton. Jute is produced from the stem and outer skin of the jute plant. Wool is collected from the body hair of animals like sheep, goats and camels. Silk is collected from the cocoons of silkworms. A cocoon is a covering made from smooth threads in which a baby silkworm lives. Okay students, first we will discuss natural fibers. In natural fibers we have cotton, jute, wool and silk. Cotton is collected from the hairy seeds of cotton. Jute is also produced from the outer skin and stem of the jute plant. We get wool from the hair of different animals like sheep, goat and camel. At the end we have last natural fiber which is silk. Silk is collected from the cocoon. A cocoon is a covering made from smooth thread in which baby silkworm lives. Now we will move to next page. Nylon, terylene, rayon and polyester are some of the synthetic fibers from which clothes are made. Terylene bag, polyester curtain and nylon shirt. So students, similar is that we have synthetic fibers too, just like nylon, which is used for making clothes, terylene, which is used for making bags, rayon and polyester, which is used for making curtains, pillows and other materials. Here is an activity. Make a list of 5 clothes in your house and write the names of fibers used in making them. So students, you have to make a list of 5 clothes in your house. You can choose cotton, silk, nylon and write the name of fibers which are used in making them. Next we have put the following fibers in their correct group. We have some natural and synthetic fibers. We have to write them in correct group. So in natural fibers we have wool, jute, cotton and silk. Wool, jute, cotton and silk are natural fibers. And synthetic fibers we have rayon, terylene and polyester. Let's move to next topic. Care of clothes. A good soap or detergent should be used to wash clothes. Washed clothes should be rinsed properly to remove the soap. Synthetic clothes should not be squeezed after rinsing. Woolen clothes should be kept out in the sun after the winter is over. Then they can be packed along with neem leaves or mothballs. So students, now we will discuss how we can keep our clothes clean. First, we should use a good quality soap or detergent to wash clothes, and clothes should be rinsed properly. Second, synthetic clothes should not be squeezed properly. Third, woolen clothes should be kept out in the sun after the winter. And if you want to pack woolen clothes for long time, you can use mothballs and also use neem leaves. Now let's move to page number 21. Importance of clean clothes. We should always wear clean clothes. Dirty clothes make us look shabby. They also smell. Besides, dirty clothes can cause skin diseases. We should not lend or borrow clothes. Infections of one person can be passed on to another person by sharing clothes. Okay students, so why it is important to keep your clothes clean? First, we should always keep our clothes clean. Do not wear dirty or ragged clothes because dirty clothes make us look shabby and smelly. Dirty clothes can also cause skin diseases. We should not share our clothes. Why? Because infections or skin diseases can be passed from one to another person easily by sharing clothes. So our reading is complete. We have learned about houses and clothes, that how can we keep our houses and clothes safe and what are the importance of both of them. Now we will move to the exercise of this unit. Here we have some blanks. First one is our dash keeps us safe from thieves. House and clothes. House. Our house keeps us safe from thieves. Second one is our house has to be dash to give us protection. Our house has to be strong to give us protection. Third one is first fibers are dashed into threads. First fibers are spun into threads. Fourth one, our house should have fresh dash supply. Our house should have fresh water supply. Fifth one is cotton is a dash fiber. Cotton is a natural fiber. On the next page we have some statements. First one is our house keeps us safe from heat, cold, wind and rain. Yes, our house keeps us safe from different weather conditions. So it is true. Second one is our house should have proper electric connection. Yes, our house should have proper electric connection. Third one is we wear clothes to protect our house. No, we wear clothes to protect our body. So it is false. Fourth one is nylon is a synthetic cloth. Yes, true. Nylon is a synthetic cloth. Fifth one is synthetic clothes should be squeezed properly. This statement is false. Why? Because synthetic clothes should not be squeezed properly. Question number 1 is name some materials with which houses are made. So the answer is houses are made by cement, bricks, steel, wood, glass, etc. Question number 2. Write how you should take care of your house. The answer is we should take care of our house by keeping it clean and tidy. Question number 3. How should you take care of your clothes? The answer is we should take care of our clothes by washing them with a detergent and rinsing them properly. Question number 4 is why should the house have a proper drainage system? The answer is the house should have a proper drainage system to carry away dirty water. The last question is name different kinds of materials used to make cloth. So the answer is cotton, silk, wool, nylon, plastic or rubbers are used to make clothes. Okay students, so this is for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. So take care and Allah Hafiz.